All right. Can you hear me see now? Hello, check, check. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Okay. All right. Good. Thank you. So yes, as I was saying, we'll just give 5 minutes. 11:05 is where we started. I usually like to give people 5 minutes. It's Sunday morning, so people are a little laid back, having some fun. So we just give them 2 more minutes. It's 11:03, and we start at 11:05. So meanwhile, just put it in the chat. Where are you joining from? I can see somebody on iPhone and Shrikant. Hey Shrikant. Okay, cool. Pragnesh joining from Dubai. Hey Pragnesh. Good. What time is it for you? I think you early morning? 9:30. Okay, not too bad. All right, guys. So it is 11:05 and we are going to get started. If people have to join in, they will join in. Till then, whoever is here, let's make the most of this time that we have together. So let me share my screen. Let me know when you're able to see it. And we are going to get started. By the way, did you get a reminder email for this session that we are starting in next few minutes? If you got, just type in yes so I know that you got a reminder. Okay, cool, awesome. So if you got it, everybody else has got it too. All right, so we have a very small audience today, and which is actually good. We can go through this and open up for next few questions, and I can give you more personal time today. So thank you for joining in as we get started. Let me make sure this is being recorded. Okay, all right, awesome. So, what are we going to talk about today is the hidden reasons why diets fail after 40 and the fix that is no one talking about. Okay, the refit method that I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show you all the nuts and bolts and behind the scenes of the method so you know exactly what to do so that you can reset your stress, energy, and weight. And this is especially for busy and stressed working professionals who want results that last. So, even if this is something you're watching as a recording, just keep this in mind, and this is going to help you. Now, who is this for? Okay. If you are a working professional juggling with career, family, and social life, this is for you. Okay. If you've tried keto, fasting, working out, and you're often tired and frustrated with your health, this is for you if that is not work for you. Okay. A bit about me. Who am I? Why should you listen to me? So, my name is Dhaval Badesh. I'm 42 years old. I live in Bangalore. I spent 15 years of my life working in the IT companies like Microsoft, Oracle, NetApp, and I've had the same stress level, travel, deadlines that you face. And here's the thing, I wear the same size of clothes for last 15 years. I don't have BP, diabetes, no medicines, no chronic aches or pains at all. And I feel I'm in the best shape of my life so far. Now, whatever I'm teaching you is not something which like I've just got out of thin air. I've studied the science behind the change. I'm a certified personal trainer by American Council on Exercise, precision nutrition level 1 and level 2 plus sleep, rest and recovery coach. And in last 8 plus years, I have helped more than 1000 busy and stressed working professionals to transform their lives, not just body, without any kind of extreme diets or punishing workouts. And I'm going to show you how I have been doing that repeatedly, consistently with all my personal coaching clients. Now, here is my promise. Okay. Today, I will show you why diets keep failing after 40, what the real problem is, and the evidence based system. And I use this word carefully. It's an evidence based system, which is, I call it as refit at 40, that helps you to lose weight, have more energy, sleep better, and regain confidence in your health and life without any extreme restrictions. And that's my promise. Now, here's the thing. What are the things that most people try but does not work? Most of the time we reach out for quick fixes like keto, fasting, high intensity workout, some fat burners and supplements, which does work sometimes for a few weeks. Then, when life happens, deadlines, travel, family plans come in, and you're back to square one. Have you experienced that? Type in me in the chat box if you have experienced that or if that sounds familiar. So I know this is relatable. Are you able to relate to this? Yes? Okay, thank you. Cool. Now, when this happens, every time people fail, and I've heard this 10,000 times, is maybe if I had more willpower, I would do better. Maybe if I was motivated, I would do better. Maybe if I don't procrastinate. But here is the hidden reason, it's not willpower, it is stress. And I'm going to show you how. Stress elevates cortisol, makes you hungrier, helps to keep the blood sugar level high or pushes it high, pushes the fat storage around your belly. This is what stress does. It disrupts your sleep, messes up with your insulin levels, so cravings spike, and so does weight. And if you have seen the over of past few years, while you have put on weight, if your cholesterol levels have increased, your blood sugar levels have increased, your blood pressure levels have increased, and if you're showing signs of non-alcoholic fatty liver, this is stress. Okay. And chronic unmanaged stress from work and life actually traps you in this loop. This is how, you know, most people's day looks like when they're highly stressed. Wake up groggy, tired, reach out for tea or coffee, finish back to back meetings, afternoon energy crash, again, reach out for more snacks, more caffeine, too tired at the end of the day, either to cook, to eat healthy, to work out, no energy at all, eat out, order in, have a couple of pegs. If that's not enough, and then sleep late, watching TV to unwind, or lying down on your bed going through reels and poor quality sleep. And then the cycle repeats. Does it sound familiar? If yes, type in yes in the chat box if this sounds familiar to you. Yeah. And if this is the thing, okay, and if this is the problem that you said it is sounding familiar, here is the thing. Even if you get a diet chart made by the best dietitian in the world, even if you get a workout plan designed by the best trainer in the world, you get the membership to the best gym, any of these, you're still not going to follow any of them. So diets and gym do not stand a chance because that's not your problem. The problem is stress. Making sense? Right? As we have people joining in, if this is making sense to you, just type in yes. So I know you're able to relate to it and I can help you that. Now, I'm going to give you a very, very classic example of Dr. Nikhil. Okay. When he worked with me, this is what he said. He's like, you know, every time he was stressed, had an argument with his wife, scolded a son, or something else happened, he reached out for snack and he kept munching. Have you seen that? When you are stressed, you have a stressful meeting, stressful day, arguments with colleagues, co-workers, anybody, you actually feel uncomfortable, and food is what makes you comfortable. So every time there is this discomfort in your body, your brain tells you go seek comfort or distract yourself from that. And what's the classic menu that we adopt most of the time? I'll tell you. One is food, you will eat, that will make you comfortable. You will drink alcohol, distraction, smoke, again, make you feel little more comfortable. Then watch TV or scroll through mobile phone. So eat, drink, smoke, TV, or mobile phone. This is how the menu looks like more often or not. And the most dangerous is not smoking or drinking because a lot of people are conscious. They may not be able to do it as much as they want or at the place they want. The most dangerous is eating because it is socially acceptable coping mechanism. Are you getting an aha moment over here? Right? And Nikhil is a doctor. Okay. He is a surgeon, not just an MBBS. He's a surgeon. And he literally confessed this in the podcast interview that we have recorded. It's on the YouTube. You can check that. He said, ये मुझे क्या सिखाएगा मतलब what is that I don't know about health in terms of exercise or nutrition that this guy will teach me and this. And few weeks, few months down the line, he's enrolled, he's working with me, he worked with me, he lost 10 kgs of weight. Not just that, he got rid of his BP medications. So this is what is possible if you solve a right problem. Making sense, guys? Are you getting it? So that's the real change or the real problem that we are looking at. And the real cost of staying stuck over here is what we are seeing right now in working population and working professionals. Now, I'm talking about people beyond 40, but a lot of people below 40 are also facing this. This pattern of getting stuck in the stress loop is what leads or increases the chances of heart attack, type 2 diabetes, stroke, non alcoholic fatty liver, osteoarthritis and osteoporosis. These are the risk factors that you carry. And also, if that's the medical thing, if you've not seen that, you've not got your reports, you would see that in your real life that you will have reduced productivity, more anxiety, you would have faster aging, chronic aches and pains. And if you're somebody who likes to look at data, you wearing a good quality, reliable fitness tracker, you will see or notice this. Your blood pressure would be high, your breath rate would be high, your resting heart rate would be high, and your heart rate variability would be lower. So if you are experiencing any of these, this is a wake up call. These are not the small things, they actually are very, very critical signs. Has anybody noticed any of these? Anything that you have checked? Are you guys still with me? Is it making sense? Type in yes in the chat box so I know this is landing well. You guys are able to understand what I'm saying. Yes, thank you, Shrikant. So the only reason I'm asking for you to respond in the chat box is I know you're getting what I'm saying. Yeah, thank you. Cool. Now, here is the thing. When most people fail to solve this problem, they think they're broken. Okay. Like, hey, you know what? Why can't I just get my workout done? Why can't I just eat healthy? Why can't I just do this? Now, here is the thing. This is not a workout problem or a motivation or willpower problem. This is a skill. It's not a flaw. Now, think about it. Okay. If you have a child, and if you're 40 plus, there are chances that you have a child who's going to school, he's not good at maths. And if he is not getting the maths, what do you do? Would you say, hey, he's good for nothing, don't send him to school, stop teaching him maths? Versus you would say, hey, you know what? I think he needs to pay more attention to maths. We need to simplify this for him. If he doesn't get the multiplication, we need to make sure that he gets the addition and subtraction first. He gets the numbers right. We hire a tuition teacher or we provide more time and support to the child so that he can develop that as a skill. Now, here is the thing. Healthy living is a skill. It's not a knowledge. And because we are not taught this in our school, college, or at home while we are growing up, we do not have it by default. And because we don't have it by default, right now we are trying to learn. Some people, based on different circumstances, might get it faster. Some may take time. And if you are taking time, I want you to really understand that if you were in school, the only thing you had to do or worry about was learning your subjects. Right now, while you want to learn about health, taking care of your health, you also have work, family, and other responsibilities. So the amount of time, energy, and focus that you have to develop this skill is limited. So do not expect yourself or compare yourself with a 25-year-old doing burpees in the gym and saying, hey, if he can do it, I can do it too. Age is just the number. It is not. There are a lot of things happening in your life which needs your time, your attention, your focus, your energy. And that's where you will have a limited amount of time, attention, and energy to focus here. And what you got to do is you got to just understand and make sure you use that to build the skill slowly and gradually. Is it making sense? Type in MS in the chat box if this is making sense, if you're guys getting it. And this is where habits stick and not the diets. Okay. Diets will try to force a short term change. And if you've ever tried a diet, you should know they actually come with an expiry date itself. There is a 15-day plan, 30-day plan, 60-day plan, 90-day plan. So they tell you that this is valid only for 30, 60, or 90 days. And that's the problem. Because what after that? You may have certain number of days, certain number of time where the load or the stress from work or family or other life responsibility is low. That's where you can do this. But as soon as the life happens, diets go out of the window. And that's where you feel, oh, I'm not making progress. It's like taking these giant steps where you need a lot of energy on daily basis versus habits, because habits are small, you can stack them, and they compound and become automatic over a period of time. And this is why the approach that I'm going to teach you right now focuses on micro habits that you can start fitting it in the real life. And when these habits are fit in, they give you return on investment in terms of more energy, better health, better productivity. So now you make little more time, more energy, more focus to add one more habit. And that is how you stack. Making sense? Are you guys getting it? Yep. So what's the solution and how do we go about it? Okay. The way we go about it is simple. The solution is not another diet, not another workout or any of them. It's the reset that your body needs. Your body, sleep, movement, your brain, managing and regulating your sleep, your stress, and your gut, your nutrition and digestion. When these three actually work, they are balanced, your weight loss and your energy levels actually become a side effect. Okay, a natural, simple side effect of what you want to do. So, this is how it really works. Okay, how does it work? Micro habits, which means you actually go on a success ladder. This is how the success looks like. You build awareness and you build the momentum, you get the energy shift, and then you get the result. You take one habit at a time, build the momentum with that, feel the energy, better mood, all of that. You get the results. Now this becomes automatic. You add another one. You don't try to jump, don't try to, build a mountain in a day. So here are the 5 steps that you got to do. Number one, you reset your body signals. Very simple. You start with small reset like, hey, I'm going to have half a liter extra water every day. I am going to go to sleep 30 minutes early. I am going to have one meal distraction free, slowly and mindfully. See, look at this. We are not talking about, hey, start drinking 3 liters of water. Hey, start, sleeping 9 hours. Like if you're barely making 6 hours, 5 hours of sleep in a day, you will not be able to make 9 hours of sleep tomorrow. If you're barely drinking 500 ml of water, you will not be able to drink 3 liters of water tomorrow. So that's where you actually make small, small changes. Within few days, you will start feeling the difference, and then you add. Second, very similar stuff. You add protein to your breakfast. You make your snacks slightly better. You add little more veggies for your lunches, your meals. This will stabilize your blood sugar levels and energy spikes so that you don't get crash at 4 p.m. See how smartly you are layering small things rather than saying that when my energy crashes at 4 p.m., I'm going to avoid that vada pav or samosa. You're saying that my energy does not crash, so I don't need vada pav or samosa. Is it making sense, guys? Right? Most of the overeating is actually stress. It's not hunger, right? Most of the overeating is stress and not hunger. Sorry. So if you replace your stress with or stress snack with 5 minutes of walk, 5 minutes of some breath work, or some just sitting in, closing your eyes for 5 minutes. This is how you are able to allow your body to sit with the stress, understand what is happening, come up with reflective answers, for yourself and manage it. Are you getting the point? This is how you do it. Small, tiny habits. 5 minutes of walk after a meal. Okay. Instead of eating chips, you have healthier things like nuts and fruits for your snacks. Eating slowly and mindfully for few bites, and these compound into small changes. And we teach exactly how to do this. Now that you have got all this, you got to integrate that in your life because there's going to be travel, dinner with clients, social life. So you never need a restart again. Most of the time, if you are on a diet, you will say, oh, I can't travel for this 90 days. I can't have a lunch outside. I can't have a dinner outside. I can't meet my client. All of that stuff. And that's how we do this. Okay. Is it making sense? So what we have done is rather than just telling you this thing, I'm going to teach you and tell you exactly 12 foundational habits. You may want to make a note of it. You may want to write it down. This is exactly what I've been teaching for past 8 years to all my clients. Okay. Number one, you got to eat slowly and mindfully. As soon as you start doing this, your overeating comes down, your digestion improves, and you automatically start losing weight because you're eating less. You stop when you're 80% full or when you're satisfied. This is where you start controlling your calories naturally. And the most beautiful part about these two things is you can do them anytime, anywhere, irrespective of where you are, what food is available. Even if you are at a buffet, you are with a client, you are at a conference, you are at somebody else's house, you are at a party, you are at your own house, office canteen, wherever you are. And this has changed the game for more than 80% of my clients. Then you start eating enough protein. Now, enough is more relatable or personalized based on people's age and their activity levels, their current weight, all of them. When you start doing this, suddenly your satisfaction level goes up. You feel less hungry, less often. You automatically start eating less. So, again, you lose body fat and you start preserving muscles and you build, start burning more fat. Then you add 4 to 5 cups of more veggies. Now, fiber will again increase your fullness and improve your gut health. Number five, you moderate and include high quality carbs. Why? It will actually give you the fuel that you want. At the same time, it will release the fuel at a very steady state. Even if the quality of carbs at this point is not that great, what it will help you is if you followed principle number one, two, three, and four, it will still slow down the release of carbs into your blood sugar. And then you include essential high quality fats so that you actually have the raw material to rebuild the hormones, balance the hormones, and improves your brain's health as well. Are you guys getting it? Is it making sense? If you're still with me, type in yes in the chat box so I know you guys are there. Everything's okay. Yes, so far. Cool. Thank you guys, Srikant and Pragnesh. You guys have been giving me the feedback. 7, drink enough water. Now, here is the thing. More often or not, people mistake thirst with hunger and they don't understand it's thirst, so they go ahead and eat. And that's why they put on weight. Now, I know a lot of things that I'm telling you might sound so bloody simple, like, oh, is this going to work? And I'm going to show you more principles behind it, and you will realize, yes, it does. Okay. Another thing about thirst and cravings is see, your body never is going to write a prescription and tell you that, hey, I want protein, I want omega 3, I want omega 6, I want fiber, I want this. Your body is just going to make you hungry. When your body makes you hungry, it expects you to have the ability and intelligence to provide the right nutrients in the right quantity. And that is where the problem is. When you're hungry, most often the things that we eat are very heavy on carbs, low protein, low high quality fat, low fiber, low vitamins, low minerals. So when you eat these more carbs, right now for next hour or so, you are not much hungry, but after some time, your body makes you hungry again. Not because it needs more energy, it's got enough energy, but it still says, hey, I think I need more fiber, more magnesium, more calcium, more iron, more vitamin D, more vitamin this. And then it expects you to do it. But if you don't do it, what you do, you again eat. So it will have it for some time, keep you calm. Again, it makes you hungry. And then you feel like, oh, I'm craving a lot of food. I'm not able to control my cravings. You're not able to control your cravings or take care of it is because you're not hydrated well. And the meals that you're eating are not the best balance and you're not getting enough nutrients. Are you guys getting an aha moment or a deja vu over here? Type in me in the chat box if you're getting that. Then comes your sleep. Having a sleep routine and getting enough sleep. If you're not sleeping enough, your cortisol levels are high, your nervous system is in fight or flight mode, your adrenaline levels are high, which means your body is going to make you more hungry more often and more number of times. And that's where you end up eating more. Now, when you sleep better, automatically those hormones are balanced. You will feel less hungry, so you will eat less. So if you are just able to watch what we are doing over here, at every step, we are reducing the need of willpower or external restrictions from you to eat a certain thing. What we are doing is we are resetting your body's signals so that you don't generate a need for these things. Is it making sense? Are you guys able to understand this? And then ninth one is you eat when you're physically hungry so that you're not snacking in between. And the sequence of all this, and I'm going to complete all 12 and then I come to the sequence, is very, very important. Once you do this, that's where you work on increasing your non-exercise activity. You start, say, walking while you're talking, you have a standing desk, you take stairs, you move around more often rather than swig yours, Blinkit, you just walk up to the store next by and get some stuff. So you stay more active, more mobile throughout the day. Then you actively de-stress. You include some kind of breath work, meditation, all of these that helps you lower and manage your stress levels. So you are now less emotionally vulnerable to emotional eating. And then you include more strength training, more exercise, and be more regular. Have you guys got this 12 habits? Type in 12 in the chat box if you've got this 12. Now I'll tell you the sequence of this is very, very important. Okay. And I'll tell you why. See, when you're going to eat slowly and mindfully, and you're going to stop at 80%, or when you're satisfied, what you're doing is first, you are resetting your gut. Plus, you are reducing the need of cooking separately or any of these. And your energy levels are much higher. Your digestion is better. When you understand digestion better, energy levels are better, the gut health is better, that's where you add protein. If you try to do it before, a lot of time I've seen people come and tell me, I can't eat more protein because I feel stuffed. Okay, I get burping, I get gas, I get acidity, all of these because your gut is not ready to digest that protein. It's not a protein problem. And then You understand that when you eat more protein, your satisfaction signals are different. When you eat more veggies, your satisfaction signals are different. And you understand how to stop when you're satisfied. Then you add high quality fuel, which is your carbohydrates. Then the high quality raw materials from fat. So when you reach here, number 6, you have actually balanced your nutrition in terms of not just fuel, which most people think nutrition is fuel, it's the energy required to do things, but nutrition is also the raw material that your body needs: proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, fiber, all of these. So when you include all four, you get that, and then you add water as well. So now you're hydrated. Something so simple that people don't do. But here is the thing: every chemical reaction in your body is made of water. And if you're not drinking enough, your digestion is compromised, chemical reactions are compromised, you're fatigued, you can't sleep well, you can't recover from stress well, you get a brain fog. Now you got this. Now you add a good quality sleep routine. So you have provided your body with right raw material, right fuel, and then when you sleep, you are recovering much better. Not that you don't sleep earlier, but now it helps you to implement sleep routine better. It helps you already reduce the dependency on tea or coffee to stay awake, and the dependency on alcohol to go to bed, or any kind of pills and melatonin and magnesium to go to bed, because you're naturally doing this. And then you create a sleep routine. So now you're emotionally much better taken care of. That's where you will be able to, like, hey, now I will eat only when I'm hungry. If I don't get something to snack on, I'm fine. You have that capacity inside because you built it. If you try and do the number 9 first, it may work a couple of times, but it will fail. And then now that you have the energy, you have the ability, you're recovering well, now you have physical capacity to move around better. So you move little more purposefully. Then you also now purposefully de-stress actively from your work. And now that your body is ready here, you include regular exercise. If you do not follow this sequence, if you're not sleeping enough and you add more exercise, long workout sessions, strenuous workout sessions, you may, one, never be consistent. Somehow you got that willpower to do it. You are purposefully increasing your stress levels and cortisol levels by adding exercise as a stress to already stressful life that you have. Is it making sense? Are you guys able to understand what to do, why, and in what sequence? Helpful? Type in yes in the chat box if this is helpful, useful. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Shrikant. Thank you, Pragnesh. Right. So next, everything that I've told you is based on science and behavior. Poor sleep, for people who don't know or want more data, I can give you all the research and back details if you just ping me after this. Poor sleep raises your ghrelin and lowers leptin, which means you're more hungry. When you're moving throughout the day, it improves your insulin sensitivity, helps you manage your blood sugar and cholesterol levels as well. Protein and fiber, which is protein and veggies, increases your satisfaction level. Mindfulness, meditation, breath work actually reduces cortisol and impulsive eating, including mindful eating and slow eating that I talked about. And here is the thing: habit formation research shows that nearly half of your daily behavior is automatic. If imagine if these 12 things became automatic for you, if you just rewire your routine to make these things automatic, you will never need a diet again. And this is the most powerful lever that you can pull. Making sense, guys? Getting it? Now you may also think that, hey, this is all good, but does it work in real life? Right? Here are some examples for you to see and get inspired from. Tejal was 42 and she had thyroid, diabetes, high blood pressure, sleep apnea, high cholesterol, and everything that comes of being overweight and overly obese. In fact, morbidly obese. She was not even able to walk for 10 minutes straight. And then she lost 55 kgs of weight. From 116, she went to 65 and also 60. Now she says, I don't need to take lift now. I can walk for hours altogether. All the medication that she was on is stopped. And she has followed exactly the same thing that I told you. Okay. Sanket, he came to me. He's a chartered accountant from Mumbai. That I was expecting to reduce 8 kgs in 3 months, but he was able to reduce 10 kgs. Okay. Mindful eating and the script that I showed to you, the step-by-step method, is exactly what he followed. His t-shirt size reduced from M to XL to M, right? So this is what helps. Now, the question, if this is so simple, why doesn't everybody do it? Who's already thinking about it like that? Type in me in the chat box if you're already thinking like that. Yeah. So here's the thing. Most people say, I don't have time. Here's the thing. You don't need extra hours. This is where it's easier said than done. Absolutely. And that is why I told you, how do you do it? You do it step by step. So you don't need extra hours. Let's accept the fact all of us just have 24 hours. And I'm just like almost everybody on the other side of the screen. I have family, I have work, I have everything. I don't go and spend all my time in the gym, right? I just most often or not, my workout is 3 hours a week, 3 sessions a week, right? What we need to do is we need to start wherever there are spaces in the life, we just start adding these small habits one after another and go at a pace that we are right now able to do it. You will eventually create a bigger space when you have more energy, more productivity, and you stack more of this. Making sense, right? A lot of people who came to me like, I've tried anybody here, like, I've tried everything. Okay. Most people who said this to me have tried too many things, but at once. Now we do the opposite. Just do one, win at that one thing. Make that as a habit, non negotiable part of your life, and then you add another one. Now, this is a classic entrepreneur who was stressed case. Sriram, he's like, hey, I was already working out. I'm a PhD with YouTube and WhatsApp. I know everything. Okay. And then he still struggled to get the body fat off. And then he was able to lose 6 kgs in 4 months. Forget about that. He actually stopped smoking because his problem was not knowledge, his problem was his stress and his behavior with the food and nutrition. So more workout would just add to the stress, and just knowing never helps. So this is exactly what we need to do. Then what about travel and social life? Now we build these rules, as I said, for real life. Okay. You do not have to exclude weddings and business dinners because that's part of life. That's part of my life too. So that is where another example of another entrepreneur and a very senior executive. You can't cook? No problem. When I started, I thought I'm signing up with another weight loss. I'll come up with a diet chart. But here is the thing, we don't do diet charts. We help you really implement all of these 12 habits into your life at the speed that you're comfortable with and help you put this in the context that fits your life. Somebody likes to cook, they know what to cook. Somebody likes to order in, they know what to do. Somebody as a conference eating out, they know what to pick from the buffet menu. This is what it is all about. Okay. So I like willpower. Here is the thing: motivation and willpower is not what we rely on. We use structures, nudges, and accountability to win. Right? Another senior exec, Sagar, came to me last year like, I'm lost. Eating habits are gone, stress levels are very high, not able to manage the work pressure they well. Okay. And that's where he came to the consistency in 6 months. So this is what is possible. Now, you've seen the problems, you've seen the system, you've seen the signs, you've seen the stories. That's all I have. I'm not going to get into a lot more, you know, in-depth stuff, trying to teach you the science behind it, which is of no use. This is all about practical implementation. I'm making it very, very super duper simple. Okay, this is what, if you want help applying this in your life, personalized help, habit by habit roadmap plus accountability. I actually work with small number of people every month and I open some slots. All you got to do is book a free call with me. Once you send me a message in the WhatsApp, I'll set up a time. We will send you a link to my calendar. We get on a call. We understand what your current life looks like. What are your biggest blockers? And then we help you streamline everything, put a roadmap together. One blocker, one step at a time. Okay, that you can implement immediately. And this call is not about selling you something. You know exactly what this looks like. It's just for clarity. If we feel we are fit to work with each other, we take it. If not, you still walk away with practical exact next steps. Everybody you saw over here, all the examples, and lot of them, just go and check the Google reviews, check my YouTube thing. There are long podcast style interviews of the people that I worked with, Trustpilot reviews. There are hundreds on Facebook, but somehow Facebook had decided to delete all the reviews from the page, so it doesn't exist. But this is what it looks like for everybody who has ever worked with me, right? So I just want you to take this as a last parting thought before I open up for questions. This is not a punishment. It is a learning. It is learning a skill. It's not knowledge. Just like learning to drive the car. As you know, if you have a steering wheel, accelerator, brake, clutch, gear, you can't just start driving. More you practice, when you practice driving in different conditions, you get better at it. So that's exactly what it is. Start with one tiny habit. I've given you what to do. I've also given you the sequence in which you got to do and build momentum. Now, here is the thing. As Pragnesh mentioned, it's easier said than done. And the reason why most people fail is because when they try to do one thing, they're not able to do it. What do? They try a different thing. Now, that's the wrong approach. That's more obvious because your brain can actually look for another way so that it does not have to work hard. But the right approach is, for example, I want to eat slowly and mindfully. I'm not able to do it. What am I going to do? Will I stop eating slowly and mindfully? That's how the brain says, yeah, try figure different way. But the way to do it is, hey, I want to eat slowly and mindfully. I'm not able to do. What's the problem? Hey, I keep forgetting about eating slowly and mindfully. Aha. So now the problem is not eating slowly and mindfully. Problem is I do not have enough reminders to remind me to eat slowly and mindfully. In that case, I'm going to put a placard on my dining table, as a wallpaper on my laptop, on my mobile phone, which reminds me to eat slowly and mindfully. I put an alarm of, say, if 12:30 is my lunchtime, like, hey, it's 12:30, eat slowly and mindfully. So it pops up on my screen. So I'm solving a problem of reminder. Or hey, I don't have time. Okay, cool. Now how do I carve time? Okay, cool. Now how do I carve out 30 minutes? Where do I need to make time for? What is that I can outsource? What is that I can is that I can delegate, is that I can delete from that I make time for this, because whatever I'm teaching you, whatever these principles, if you understood, these are principles. These are not tactics. These are not some. So this is how you do it. So, yep. Thank you for being here. I wanted to keep it under 60 minutes. Looks like I've done a pretty decent job at it. It's 52, 53 minutes right now. I'll open up for questions if you guys have any. You can just put it in the chat or just unmute yourself and ask me a question. And I'm here answering that for you. Anybody, any questions, any learnings, any feedback of, hey, this is what was new, this is what was useful, this is something I want to talk about, more than happy to talk to you. I'm here for next few minutes. You can unmute yourself, you can put it in the chat, whatever works for you. If you have no questions, just put in no questions or NQ.
Yeah, hi Dhaval.
Hey Pragnesh.
Dhaval, one question. Actually, I have been knowing you since a year and so because of our Techno Funda committee, and I've
Okay,
attended your
good.
your sessions earlier also.
Mm-hmm.
So, but somehow or the other, I have never passed your first webinar sessions like that. So I wanted to know your
Mm-hmm.
how does your plan like articulates basically whether it gives an diet chart, exercise chart, or what like with side by side with the coaching or how it goes.
Right, good question, Pragnesh. Thank you for asking. So, see, number one, we don't do diet charts.
Mm.
Okay. And the simple reason is it's not that I can't build one. In fact, you know, even ChatGPT can build that for you. The thing is, what if you like say you are in a conference, like you work and you got to eat at the canteen, you got to, you travel, like you are in UAE, you come to India, like all these situations, how do you manage eating based on a diet chart? You can't, right?
Yeah, agreed.
So, and that's the thing. And if you can't, which means immediately you're getting off the plan. And then as soon as you get off the plan, you don't know what to do. And if you don't know what to do, you will go back to the default of what you have been doing earlier, because that's what you know, right? And if you do that, you will get all the weight back. And then you're like, oh, once I come back from the vacation, I'll die. I came back on Sunday night, Monday morning. Should I focus on work or should I focus on preparing the food as per the diet chart? Right? Versus if you understood this, hey, you know what? I got to eat slowly and mindfully. Can I do it anywhere, anytime? If I make a habit of eating slowly and mindfully, yes. I don't know. Were you here for the IAS last year in
No, no,
Goa?
no, I haven't been because this time is not suitable for
Okay.
me. I
Okay,
normally
got it.
do a visit just before IAS. My like my my vacation time's complete, so I have to go
All
back.
right. Yeah,
So
I
that's
get
the
it.
same thing is
So
happening. I just came back 15 days back. So
yeah, I know. Like August
uh,
is where your schools and everything
yeah,
restarts, right?
correct. We'll
So
start.
I know. Right. So here's the thing, right? So we are traveling, we are working at different places. We can't do it. Can I eat slowly and mindfully any place? Yes. Okay. Can I eat only till I am satisfied? Yes. Can I focus on sleeping 8 hours? Yes. Can I, from the menu of options, even if at somebody else's place or I'm at conference or wherever, I know, hey, I'm a vegetarian. If I see paneer, I put quarter plate of paneer in my, plate, and I know this is my protein. If I see vegetables and salads, I'll put another quarter plate as vegetables and salad. If I see some vegetable curry, more vegetables. If I see some good, carbs or whatever, some roti or rice, whatever I want to have, I will have that. So these are skill based, habit based things that we build. And if you're from Technofunda, like Like we have tons of people that I've coached from Technofunda over past few years. So this is what we do. And the best part about this is most people work with me for on an average of 6 months. Okay. And after that, they don't need to work with me. And they still hold on to the weight that they have lost. Why? Because it's just like learning to drive. You go to a driving school for a month, for a two. Now you learned how to drive. In fact, you learned how to drive in Indian roads with the right-hand drive car. Now you go to UAE, it's still okay if it takes few days, but then you can actually drive a left-hand side vehicle as well, right? Because you've got the skill, you understood how car operates, how the structures around signals, red, green, blue means, and how do I follow it. That's what we help you do. We help you implement all of these. Does that include, nutrition? Yes. We tell you, hey, this is the protein. These are vegetables. These are high quality fat. These are high quality carbs. So you have those things in place, but not a strict diet plan. Like, hey, this is what you got to do. Make sense? Does
Yeah,
it answer your question or does not?
yes, makes sense.
Right. So this is exactly what we do. It's like structured flexibility. It's like, say you have a car, you always should drive with like, say, 6 feet on the left and 6 feet on the right. But sometimes the road is cramped, the roads are small. You can still drive with just 1 feet on both the sides or 6 inches on the both the sides because you know it's still safe, right? You know when to take a turn, you know when to slow down, when to speed up based on the traffic condition, based on the weather, if it's raining, if the roads are wet, versus there is whatever terrain, it's guard section, if it is this, that, all of that. So that's what as so that it stays with you as long as you want. So you get the weight loss, you get those energies that you're looking for, you get off medication or you avoid medication, you get into the clothes that you want to fit in, all of that. Cool. Anything else? Any other questions? Anybody? Or Pragnesh, does it answer your question? Do you have anything else? And if you guys want to book a call with me, if you're watching this as a replay, just drop me a message on a WhatsApp or an email. I will help you book a call with me if you want to explore working with me. So yes. Okay, so you can just ping me on 90198517723 WhatsApp or send an email to dhaval@dhavalbadeshia.com. Okay, this is for everybody. WhatsApp or send me an email at dhaval@dhavalbadeshia.com and I'll share the links with you. Anything else? Shrikant, Maulali, thank you guys for sticking around. I know we are on top of the hour. Was it useful? Did it help? Is there something you learned? Something you learned new? Would like to know if you can unmute yourself and talk or just put it in the chat box. Shrikant seems to be flexing his biceps on his profile pic. All right. If no questions, then thank you so much, Pragnesh. Thank you, Shrikant. And see you soon.
Yeah, thank you, Dhaval. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.